Pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Other side, other side. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And running with power here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Jones looking to change the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, here's Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Jackson. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Timberland. Rita. Flick right.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10.
Jump right, Pacino.
Throwing Jones. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 8 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Darnay Holmes. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
59!
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Alert! Alert!
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Like 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Jones now on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They run right side with Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with it physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll look downfield for Waller. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Holmes returning from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And just not quite enough gas in the tank. Down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Barkley again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Stafford swings this out for Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 5-0.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Gold, dog, dog, dog. North salad, gold cutter, gold cutter, gold.
Jones looking to throw on second down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. A beautiful fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is not going to get in as the big body stopped him at the 1. Jones will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Daniel Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 50. 22.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Stafford.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 7.
Throwing again is Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Rita.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10
22.
at the 41-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled into point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Now Stafford. That is caught. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here we go, hey.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. They set